Hey guys, I thought that I would do kind of a different Q&A video today that I thought would be really fun. I get kind of like this group of like frequently asked questions. Like every video that I post, there will be at least one person asking one of these questions, and I get asked them so often that I thought that I would do a video of my most asked questions in case you guys have had that question kind of in your mind as well, but you haven't actually asked it, but it's just been something that you've been wondering and you haven't seen my answer to the comment left in the video. I thought that it would just be a fun video to ask kind of these really random questions, and since they are so random and like all across the board, I thought that it would just be kind of an interesting Q&A video. So the first one is, what is your paint color? I get asked that so often, and it's funny because I actually don't love our paint color, but the paint color is Sherwin-Williams Balanced Beige. It's a really beautiful color. It's not that I don't like the color, like I think it's ugly, like I think it's a great option for a lot of people. So I'm not saying like don't paint your house this color, because I really do think that it's a really nice color. I really like this color in the basement. But for me, upstairs, I just wanted something a lot closer to white. But it is a really pretty color. Where did you get your headboard in your bedroom? I got that headboard on Jocelyn, Maine, right before we moved into this house. And I had seen that headboard on Pinterest, and I loved it, clicked on the thing, and like the link to the headboard or whatever wasn't there. And I just absolutely fell in love with that headboard. So for like a year or two, I was looking for that headboard. And then one beautiful day, I went on Jocelyn, Maine just to browse, because we were about to move into this house. So I was doing like a lot of like online shopping to get like ideas and things. And I saw the headboard and I was so excited. I like ran upstairs to Joe. He was still sleeping, and I'm like, Joe, okay, hear me out. But we didn't have a headboard at the time, so we needed a headboard. But we were like buying so many things at that point to move in, and like the expenses of moving, like a headboard probably wasn't like at the top of our priority list of things to buy. But I was like, we can't pass this up. Where did you get the 3 mirrors in your living room? I got those on ballarddesigns.com right before we moved into this house. And I actually bought it to go above the fireplace, those 3 mirrors. And when they were building the house, I measured from the mantle to the ceiling to make sure that they would fit, and they were gonna fit perfectly. And I just thought it would look really pretty to have like those 3 mirrors above the fireplace. I thought there was gonna add like a lot of like drama and height. So then when we moved in and it came time to put the mirrors up, they didn't fit at all. And I was like, Joe, I swear to you I measured, because I'm the kind of person that like doesn't measure, I just buy things. And I was like, I promise I measured this time. And what happened was we have, I don't know what you call these ceilings. Is it coffered ceilings or tray ceilings or whatever? Anywho, they come down about a foot from the actual top of the ceiling. So when I had measured, it was before they put in the coffered or tray ceiling. And so without that, they fit perfectly. But once they put those in, those mirrors no longer fit, and they're really heavy, and I didn't want to go through the pain of like returning them and everything. So we put them on that wall, and I love them on that wall. I'm so glad that they didn't fit above the fireplace. Will you ever daily vlog? I'm gonna say with 95% certainty that we probably won't ever daily vlog. I think that we found kind of the perfect YouTube schedule that just fits with our lives and our personality, which is 2 vlogs a week and then 1 sit-down video like this a week. I love daily vloggers. I love watching daily vloggers. I don't have anything against being a daily vlogger, but I think with YouTube it's really important to make sure that you're doing what's right for your family, and I just don't feel like daily vlogging is what's right for our specific family. I kind of have to struggle not living behind a camera anyway in my life. Like when I go somewhere really fun, like sometimes my instinct is just to like take pictures the entire time and take video the entire time, that I'm not like living in the moment. And it's kind of something that I struggle with. Joe is also a very private guy actually, and he totally supports my YouTube channel. He loves my YouTube channel. He loves you guys. He always reads your comments. He loves this whole journey that I'm on. He supports me And it's really sweet to see how much he supports me with him being such a private guy, because for him, YouTube is like the opposite of what he would naturally do. And so the fact that he does support me in my channel and that he loves my channel and loves being a part of it is just huge. So with that, like, I think that if I wanted to be a daily vlogger, he would support it. He's even told me, like, you should be a daily vlogger, because he knows that it would be really good for my channel and it would probably help my channel to grow a lot more. But at the same time, like, I know that that would be like a sacrifice that he would be making, if that makes any sense. I think that right now we just found the perfect balance of sharing our lives but not getting too caught up in it, and still keeping things personal, and still just having a really healthy balance for me and for him and for us and for our family. And so I want to make sure that I stick to that and not try to like push the envelope. What state do you live in? Colorado. What does Joe do for work? He is a medical IT consultant, I think. I think there's another name that he sometimes calls it, but yeah, he works on the medical computer systems in hospitals. How did we meet? We met when Joe was 14 and I was 12. I've answered both of these questions, the last question and this question, in other Q&As, but in case you haven't seen those, they are questions that I still continue to get a lot. So yeah, I was 12 and he was 14. We met at church. I lived in upstate New York for a year when I was 12. I grew up in California. He grew up in upstate New York. We lived there for a year when I was 12. He had a big crush on me. We actually like kind of dated a little bit, like in that little childhood like way that you date, where like, will you go out with me? And then you say yes, and then like you avoid each other after that because you don't know what to do. And then, so I think we did that for like 2 weeks, and then I broke up with him. On New Year's Eve, because I was worried that he was going to try to kiss me when the ball dropped, and we were all together at the church having a little celebration. And so he was there and I was like, no. And then I kind of looked for him after that. We moved away and I continued to think about him, and I was like, man, that boy was so sweet. So I kind of looked for him for 5 years, finally got a hold of him, talked on the phone for like 8 hours straight. He flew out to see me. We started dating. He flew me out there. A month later, we had a long distance relationship. He flew me out there to see him. A month later, on my 18th birthday, he proposed to me on my 18th birthday, and then we got married like 2 weeks later. We were gonna get married like 6 months later, but then he was driving me to the airport and we were gonna go back to having a long distance relationship, and he pulled over the car on the way to the airport, got out, pulled me out and said, don't go, let's just get married. And I said, okay. Best decision I've ever made. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. Love that, Joe Paradis. Now I'm all teary-eyed. Next question is, are you Christian and are you a Mormon? Those are two questions that I get a lot, and the answer is yes to both of them. We are Christian and we are Mormon. The actual name of our church, Mormon, is kind of a nickname for us. The actual name is the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And yeah. What breed are your dogs? I'm actually gonna do a whole dog video, like sharing everything that there is to know about our dogs. It's on my list of videos to make sometime in this YouTube lifetime. So Thumbelina, this one, she's kind of my favorite. There's somebody knocking on the door, so she's kind of a little upset right now. But she is a Karen Terrier. She just got a haircut. She is a Karen Terrier mixed with something else. She was supposed to be a, my dogs are just flying everywhere in this video. She was supposed to be a Yorkie Poodle mix, but we found out she's definitely a Karen Terrier. What was I saying before? A Karen Terrier, if I didn't say that before. And something else. I don't know what else she's mixed with. So Thumbelina is the oldest. This is Feather, and she is the youngest, and she is such a sweetheart. She is a Bichon Schnauzer mix. Huh, aren't you? How do you like being a Bichon Schnauzer mix? Do you like it? Is it fun for you? Okay. And then this one is just a cuddle bug. Yeah, she's a big cuddle bug, aren't you? Can you turn for the camera so that they can see your beautiful face? I'm gonna be shy. So shy, huh? Moxie, we're not sure what she is. She's a middle child and she likes to give hugs. Watch. I see. Give me a hug. Good girl. Give me a hug. Good girl. Give me a hug. Give me, good girl. They told us that she was a Yorkie, and I definitely don't think that she's a Yorkie. She doesn't have a tail. Can you show them how you don't have a tail? No tail, huh? Yeah. So we think maybe like a Silky Terrier mix or something. I don't know, but she's pretty cute. The next question is, when is Harper's due date? That is July 25th, 2016. So if you're watching this video after that, she will already be here, and hopefully she's in our home. And then the last question is, how big is your kitchen island? It is 7 feet and 3 inches wide, and then, wide. And then it is 6 feet long. Am I getting wide and long mixed up? Anyhow, those are the dimensions. So we actually did that kitchen island after we moved into the house. We had that custom built. I didn't intend to have a kitchen island that was that big. I just wanted a lot of storage. So I drew out the cabinets that I wanted for the guy that was building it. So I like designed the whole thing myself, which was really fun. And I was just wanting to have a lot of storage underneath there. I have a lot of like dishes for like entertaining and stuff. And I just wanted a place for everything. And that's how big it ended up being. So that is all of the questions. I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and if you had some of those questions yourself, that they got answered for you. And yeah, I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.